I think the boys have had a really successful season so far, and I have a lot of faith that they'll get the job done, and Central Phoenix can't stop.
Do you have any questions about the state game versus Central Phoenix City? If so, we have all the details in today's show.
While the football team is battling deep in the playoffs, the basketball team has gotten off to a strong start.
The end of November brings about Christmas season, and to help you get prepared, we'll fill you in on what local tour can get you into the Christmas spirit.
These stories plus more headlines are coming your way on today's THS TV.
The football team is headed to the state championship next week, and the whole community is getting involved. Good morning, I'm Ashley Ryan.
And I'm Simon Callahan, and this is THS TV. Alabaster City School Board officials are offering an incentive to allow Warrior fans to head to Auburn to cheer on the team. Next Wednesday, student and faculty from all 6 schools will have the chance to send the team off in style. The send-off will start at the high school at 10:30 Tuesday morning, as fans will gather to cheer them on as they load the buses.
Buses will then travel past the middle school, intermediate school, and the 6th grade center for other students in the system to cheer them on as well. On game day next Wednesday, all ACS schools will let them out at 11 a.m. to allow fans time to travel to Jordan-Hare for the game. Buses will run at 11 a.m. and all after-school extracurricular activities will be canceled, including after-school care.
On Thursday, all schools will be on a 3-hour delay schedule, and buses will also run 3 hours later. After-school care and extracurriculars will then run as normal.
Students are excited about the opportunity to travel and support their team.
I'm really excited for the game, and I think it's awesome that the whole school system's getting involved in us being able to go, and with the fan buses and the fact that we get out early and a late delay the next day. I feel like it just makes it so much more accessible for us to go, and I feel like the whole city's behind our football team right now, and we're all just encouraging them and rooting them on.
Tickets are $12 and can be pre-purchased at gofan.com. For those driving, there will be no parking fee, but there are many restricted parking lots, so check the maps for proper parking locations.
If you have any other questions, check your student email for details on the event. Want to hitch a ride to the championships? Students can travel to Auburn on the fan bus next Wednesday. The buses will leave from THS at 1:30 on Wednesday and will arrive in Auburn in time for the Warrior Walk outside Jordan-Hare. The cost is $17, which includes the ticket to the game. You can pay by cash, credit, or debit. There is a $3 transaction fee for credit card payments. Forms are available in your email. To sign up, visit Student Services with the completed form and payment by next Monday to ensure you get a spot. For more information on the fan buses, check your student email. And Warrior fans can show their support by purchasing Thompson gear. The varsity cheerleaders are selling state support yard signs for $15, and the band is selling clear stadium bags to take into Jordan-Hare. Blair Pharmacy will also have state championship t-shirts available. Prices for shirts are $20 for short sleeve, $25 for long sleeve, and $15 for short sleeve youth sizes.
The semester exam schedule has been released. Exams will begin on Thursday, December 13th, with first and second period exams on Friday, third and fourth period exams on Monday, fifth and sixth period exams, and on Tuesday, seventh period exams. You can check in for your first exam of the day and check out after your final exam of the day. If you are in good academic standing, you are allowed to check out, but if you are failing a class, you will have to stay after your exam for tutoring for the entire day. Checkout forms will be sent via student email, so keep an eye out for more information about the exams.
Questions are still being asked about the shooting at the Galleria last week. And while the investigation continues, many community members are working to seek solutions about the issue of gun violence. That's our focus today as we look around Alabama.
Last Thursday, many people were getting a head start on their Black Friday shopping at the River Chase Galleria. But what started off as a day of family and giving thanks ended in chaos for some shoppers. A fight broke out, followed by gunshots, and ended in 2 injuries, a death, and many unanswered questions. Among those injured, 12-year-old Molly Bennett from Shelby County and an unidentified 18-year-old. 21-year-old Amantic Bradford was shot and killed by police during the incident. Bradford was the key suspect shooter at the time, with the police statement saying that he was waving a gun during the seconds following the gunshots. In the days that followed the shooting, police announced that Bradford was most likely not the one who fired the shots, although he is still believed to have been involved in the fight that started the incident. Meanwhile, people are speaking out about the investigation. Protests occurred at the mall on Saturday and again on Monday night, causing parts of Highway 31 to be shut down as they marched to the mall. Others are taking to social media to show their opposition or support about the protest. And Thompson students have their own ideas about solutions to this problem.
I think that there should be stricter gun laws, not taking away people's guns, but monitoring them more. It sucks that the wrong guy was killed because he was a good guy with a gun, but they thought that he was the shooter, so they took him down when there were other people that had their guns drawn too.
Many people are asking for police body cameras and mall surveillance to be released for review. But local officials have said they will not release these videos while the investigation is underway. Police are promising transparency in this case, including weekly updates and developments.
Do you have a story idea for Around Alabama? Tweet at us at THS News TV and your idea could be featured on an upcoming show.
Steps are being taken to get Gus Malzahn to leave Auburn. Here's what's trending on Twitter. #Auburn is trending as Malzahn wants to reduce his $32 million buyout and accept other limitations in an attempt to keep his position as head coach. Many people are sharing their theories as to why he would give up such a large sum of money, but most are speculating that he believes that he won't coach at a team better than Auburn and thinks he can make a comeback. Do you think he'll be the coach next year? Tweet us your opinion at THS News TV for a chance to be featured on an upcoming show. Now let's take a look at other hot topics in today's national headlines. Retired Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens wrote that he decided to step down from the court after a mini-stroke during his dissent in the Citizens United case, according to the New York Times. That was it. I made the decision that day. After I went to see the doctor, I sent a letter to the president right away, he told the Times. General Motors on Monday announced a major restructuring of its global business, saying it will shut production at 5 facilities in North America and slash its staff. GM will reduce its salaried workforce by 15%, including a quarter of the company's executives. The moves are the first big steps in the century-old GM's transformation. An associate of Roger Stone said Monday he is refusing to sign a plea deal offered by special counsel Robert Mueller. Jerome Corsi, whose role in Mueller's investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election, said he was offered a deal to plea on one count. All right, so with state being next week, it being less than a week away, everyone's so excited about it, and I just cannot wait for it to be here.
Yeah, it's really exciting no matter the outcome just because we made it this far.
Yeah, first time in 36 years, so I'm really excited to see, if we can show up and see what we do. And I've got more in today's sports.
But first, we've got your needs to know in today's announcements.
We'll be right back with more THS TV.
Still to come on THS TV.
The wrestling team is headed out to Huntsville for their tournament, and I have the details you need to know about in today's sports.
Governor Kay Ivey is giving grants in spirit of the giving season. To see who the grants will benefit, stay tuned.
You're watching THS TV, Thompson High School, source for sports.
The basketball team heads to Chelsea tonight to take on the Hornets. This will be the second away game of the season, coming off a late road win victory against Homewood. The players have been working hard to prepare for their game.
Oh, we're very prepared. We've been practicing very hard. We got good scout film on them, and we know about a lot of their players. So if we come in and execute our plays and play the right way as a team, then we can get the win.
A win tonight would move the Warriors to 6-1 on the season. Keep tuning in to THS TV for more news on the basketball team. It was a nail-biter of a game at the Met Friday night that came down to a final moment in a rematch that would determine who would go to state. Let's jump right into the game. The final moment had come down between Thompson and Hoover last Friday night at the Hoover Met, determining what team would go to state after the round 3 playoffs. Thompson took the lead early in the game, going up 17-0 at the end of the first half. It looked like it was going to be all Thompson, but the Bucks came back from halftime, outscoring the Warriors 28-0 in the third quarter.
Well, from our perspective, from the team's perspective, you look at it as playing on. You don't even think about losing. You got to think about what you have to do to win the game. And so our guys made some plays that Hoover wasn't able to make, and we stayed resilient.
Making it 28-17 with 6 minutes left. Facing 4th and 7, Thompson QB Talia Tagovailoa completed a 56-yard pass that reignited the Warrior offense with a Thompson TD. An interception by cornerback Jalen Bustamante gave the ball back to Thompson. And the Warriors were able to capitalize on the turnover with another score on a run by Shad Bird. A successful 2-point conversion resulted in a 31-28 lead. Another key interception from Bustamante sealed the win for the Warriors, avenging a 45-26 loss in the regular season. The Warriors will face Central Phoenix City next Wednesday in their first state championship game since 1982. Tune in on Tuesday for a preview of the matchup. The cheerleading squads are taking a step closer to Disney next weekend as they compete in their Southern Championship at the BJCC. The middle school will perform game day at 10:16 and traditional at 11:08. The high school's red team competes in the large junior varsity division at 2:12. And the black team will compete at 3:04 in the large varsity division. Everyone on the high school teams will compete in super large high school or the game day category at 5:12. They've been working all semester on this routine.
I'm preparing by working hard with my team. We just got a new stunt series and it's more difficult, so hopefully we'll get more points in that area of judging, and yeah, hoping to come out with a win.
Tickets to the competition are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Follow us on Twitter for more updates throughout the competition as the cheerleaders work to win a bid to nationals. With a month into wrestling season, they've got a lot of competition up ahead. This weekend, the wrestlers will head up north to Huntsville for a 2-day tournament. They leave today at noon. The freshman team will be traveling with varsity tomorrow morning for a 1-day tournament. They're looking forward to the opportunity to compete.
Well, I'm excited for the tournament. I'm looking to do my best and hopefully do well in the tournament. And the way I've been preparing is practicing 5 hours a day each day of the week. And I'm just hoping to do my best.
Both teams will compete throughout the weekend and return tomorrow night. Tune in next Tuesday for a look into how the teams competed. One of the most anticipated games was played this past Saturday as the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers met at Bryant-Denny. Let's take a look at the action from this weekend's Iron Bowl. This past Saturday was rivalry weekend, and one of the biggest, most intense rivals went head-to-head in the Iron Bowl, the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. Going into the game, Alabama was number 1 and was on fire with their record-setting season, said to be one of the best seasons since Bear Bryant. The first half was a shocking one as Auburn held their own against the Crimson Tide. The score of the first quarter was 7-7. The second quarter was a good one with some turnovers leading to an Alabama touchdown and field goal. However, Auburn came back with a trick play of their own to get a pass into the end zone, finishing the first half with a score of 17-14, Alabama on top. To start the second half, Alabama scores on a 47-yard pass, increasing their lead to 24-14. Auburn had a drive going but was 3 yards short of a first down, which gave the ball back to the Crimson Tide, which they turned into another touchdown. After a couple more drives, Auburn was able to punch it in again to stay in the game, making the score 31-21. After Auburn scored, the Tide put on the Jets and ran away with the game, ending with a score of 52-21. Make sure to tune in next week for the biggest game of the year, as the Tide face off against the Georgia Bulldogs for a rematch in the SEC Championship. That's all for today's sports. Tune in on Tuesday for more updates on the basketball teams. Now back to Simon with more news.
In spirit of the giving season, Governor Kay Ivey had a total of over $225,000 that she donated to support nonprofit agencies that assist victims of abuse in Alabama. The grants went to the Hispanic Interest Coalition of Alabama, Safe House of Shelby County, and the Young Women's Christian Association, Central Alabama. The Hispanic Interest Coalition received a $59,000 grant, Safe House received a $50,000 grant, and a $115,000 grant went to the YWCA. These organizations provide emergency shelters, support groups, campaigns, and other resources to those in need.
A 2,500-mile journey has come to an end as thousands of migrants are arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border, and tensions are on the rise. THS TV reporter Joseph Cooper breaks down the issue.
Tensions rise as the Honduran caravan approaches the border of the U.S. in the hundreds, causing President Donald Trump's strict border patrol policies to be put to the test. To understand the purpose of this caravan, one must understand the country of Honduras and its constant political unrest, as it is filled with corruption, poverty, and drug cartels. Unlike many caravans in the past, this caravan was not government orchestrated, but instead founded by the people picking up more members as they travel. The crisis reached a new height last week when the U.S. closed off its busiest port of entry to a caravan of Central American migrants. People began rushing the border in hopes to break through by climbing over fences and running in car lanes. This attempt was met with tear gas that was dispersed amongst those who scrambled to asylum. The chaos only escalated as rocks and bottles were thrown at the American Border Patrol officers. There have currently been 42 arrests of illegal immigrants as a result of the incident. Some claim that the use of tear gas was not the appropriate response to those seeking asylum.
They're leaving drug lords and war-torn states and cities run by terrible people, and we're being just as terrible to them back. The way we've been going about it, using such hard force and tear gas and military troops, it's just unnecessary, and I don't think it really supports our values as Americans.
But other students stand behind the decision to prevent the influx of hundreds of illegal immigrants into the U.S.
We have these policies to protect not only Americans, but also other people trying to come in, so things like gassings and throwing rocks don't happen to anyone.
The Hondurans do not seem to be set on going anywhere but sanctuary in the U.S., so be sure to stay tuned into THS TV for more updates on national issues just like this. And tweet at us at THS News TV to give your side of the story.
Now let's toss it to Avery Zhao with more clubs giving back in today's seasonal spotlight.
The Alabaster Teen Council showed their support for several organizations this week by presenting multiple donations. Throughout the year, Teen Council saves the money they raise through selling concessions at its events in order to give back. This year, they raised about $1,400 and presented checks to the following organizations: Alabaster Parks and Recreation Department to fund signs on the city's disc golf course at Veterans Park, the Warrior Center, which services children with special needs, Mitchell's Place, which provides services to children with autism, and to the Alabaster YMCA's aquatic programs. Leo Club has been given another opportunity to help their community as well by hosting the Sensory Santa event, which will be on next Saturday, December 8th from 2 to 4 at the Alabaster Restore Church. This event is for individuals with special needs and their immediate families to get Santa pictures and enjoy other fun activities. They need about 10 to 15 volunteers, so go to Google Classroom to sign up. And SGA and THS TV are also getting in the spirit by donating through Angel Tree. Angel Tree is a program where children are sponsored for Christmas. This program was established to help those struggling financially and to bring a little bit of Christmas cheer their way. That's all for this seasonal spotlight. Tune in every Friday for the month of December for more holiday updates. Back to you guys.
So with Christmas season coming up, it's always a great time of the year for just families just to get together and look at all the Christmas lights around town.
Yeah, the Tour of Lights is super exciting. I went and looked at all of the houses last year, and I had a lot of fun seeing how people were getting into the Christmas spirit. And I also have already looked at a few of the houses this year, and it's really gotten me excited to see the rest.
Exactly, and it's so close to home, which makes it so convenient for all of us. And I've got more on the locations in today's entertainment.
But first, Sawyer has your local forecast and today's For Your Weather.
We'll be right back.
Still to come on THS TV,
The annual choir Christmas concerts are coming up, and for more information about when and where, stay tuned for today's entertainment.
Freeform's holiday special 25 Days of Christmas Movie Marathon is coming up, and in today's special segment, I've got more.
This is THS TV, Thompson High School's source for entertainment. Good morning, I'm Sawyer Callahan, and this is your Warrior weather. Today we'll have showers throughout the day with a high of 67 and a low of 54. Moving into the weekend, Saturday we'll have thunderstorms with a 70% chance of rain, having a high of 68 and a low of 56. Sunday will be mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of rain, having a high of 72 and a low of 57. Monday we'll have slight showers with a high of 67 and a low of 52. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy, having a high of 47 and a low of 41. That's all for today's Warrior weather. Now to Gracie with today's entertainment update.
Thespians will be getting their time in the spotlight as they head to state this weekend for the Trumbauer Secondary Theater Festival. The competition consists of 30 individual events, a one-act play festival as well as scholarships, auditions, and a college screening for high school seniors. Students who qualify for this state competition have to score a superior rating at the district level. These thespians are excited about getting passed on to the state level.
We were competing against 5 other schools at district, and only 2 got to be passed on. So to be one of the 2 that get to be passed on was a really great opportunity for us. And this is my second year at Trumbauer, and I'm very excited to be passed on to state again.
There will be 4 $1,000 ACT scholarships that seniors can compete and audition for, which will kick off the events Thursday evening. Thursday will close off the rest of the competitions, and an award ceremony will be held Friday night, where plaques and medals will be given out to those who go above and beyond in their performances. Quiet on the Set, a new THS TV show, is coming your way and has a few familiar faces from the halls of THS. Reporter Peyton Loden takes us behind the scenes of Backstage.
Thompson's advanced TV production class has been preparing for a huge project that is finally taking place. The class is producing and filming a sitcom. In this class, students learn to produce sitcoms, short films, commercials, and silent films. Some students are taking it to prepare for the future, while others are just doing it for fun. The sitcom they are working on now is a mockumentary with a similar style to the popular show The Office. It is all based around a group of drama kids producing a talent show.
Well, the talent show is about 4 drama students who have to do this talent show. And the teacher, she basically leaves them and drops everything into their lap, so they have to take it into their own hands. And it's basically about what they have to go through to actually do the production of the talent show.
Class is working with the actors from the Acting on Camera class, and they just filmed their first episode.
Working with directors is different than working with actors, because working with actors you can kind of communicate better with them because they've been through the same things. But directors is a little different because they have a vision for whatever you're filming, and yeah.
It will consist of 15 episodes and will be available to watch on YouTube soon. Reporting from THS TV on Advanced TV Production Sitcom, I'm Peyton Oden.
Neighborhoods all around are getting ready for the holidays, and Alabaster has found a special way to celebrate the Christmas festivities. Let's take a drive and check out where you can see the lights. Christmas is just around the corner, and lights and Christmas festivities are going up all around Alabaster. Those looking to take a self-guided tour of some of the best Christmas decorations in Alabaster will be able to do so starting on December 1st. The city's beautification board has finalized its Christmas tour of lights and narrowed the tour down to 17 homes spread across the city.
I think it's awesome that the city of Alabaster got to band together and make it really easy and accessible for families to be able to see the very over-the-top decorated houses for Christmas.
This year's tour of lights will have the theme A Storybook Christmas, and some of the houses include massive amounts of inflatable decorations and music-synced light displays. This tour takes you to different neighborhoods throughout Alabaster, such as Park Forest, Grandview, Silver Creek, and more.
If you're planning on taking a tour around the city, you can head to alabasterreporter.com to get a full look at the map.
The Christmas season is upon us, and many groups around the school are preparing to entertain for this holiday season. The annual Christmas choir concert will be next Thursday at 7 p.m. All school choir classes will be performing, but the Magicals have a few dance numbers to go along with their songs. They will be singing Let It Snow, Sleigh Ride, Have Yourself a Merry Christmas, and a few others.
We've been preparing for this upcoming season. We have lots going on. My audition choir Madrigals is going to be performing at UAB along with some other high school choruses that are in the surrounding Birmingham area. Also, Madrigals will be performing on the Alabama Winds concert, which is December 16th. And that's, the Alabama Winds is made up of all of the band directors in the state of Alabama. They make up this orchestra, and we have the chance to sing with them.
The concert band is also in the festive spirit and will be performing many popular Christmas songs at their concert on Thursday, December 13th at 6:30. To keep up with the choir and band departments, keep tuning in to THS TV. That's all for today's entertainment. Tune on Tuesday for a recap of the theater state competition. Now let's toss it to Blakely with a list of movies you can watch to get ready for this holiday season and today's Merry Movies.
The most wonderful time of the year is quickly approaching, and that means the start of Freeform's 25 Days of Christmas movie marathon. On Freeform, these movies will play from now through to Christmas Day, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. They'll be playing holiday classics such as Santa Claus films, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas, and other popular films. But you won't see the popular Christmas flick Elf, much to the dismay of Freeform fans. But never fear, if you want to see Will Ferrell in this hilarious comedy, you can check it out on AMC December 11th through the 24th. Of course, they will also include Disney movies such as Lion King, the Toy Story trilogy, Ice Age, The Incredibles, and many more. Watch these movies would make for a great family time and has movies for all ages. For a full list of 25 Days of Christmas, you can check it out on freeform.com. Now, that's all for today's Merry Movies. Now back to Ashley with more news.
The cheerleaders are helping area businesses paint the town red in honor of the football team's first state championship appearance in the past 36 years. Alabaster City Schools is encouraging residents and local businesses to show their support on December 1st by wearing red, displaying signs, and cheering on the Warriors through marquee boards and any other public displays.
So the football team hasn't made it to state since 1982, so it's just a big deal for the community, and I think that everyone should come out and support because hard work and dedication has gone into this, and everyone should come out to Auburn.
You can join in on the action and show your support for the team this Saturday before they head to Auburn to fight for the 7A state title. You know, it's really normal for the school to get excited about the football team, and we do the dress-up days to celebrate them and different stuff like that, but for the community to come in and the businesses that really have the option whether or not they want to do this and they're choosing to support the team, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it is an awesome thing, and the community always supports us, through sports and just everything, and so them coming in is just always just it's an awesome feeling just to have the community just to support us. We've got you covered on how the community is supporting the varsity football team.
Now Sawyer has you covered with today's bus stop forecast. Sawyer?
If you are heading to the bus stop Monday morning at 6 a.m., it will be around 52 degrees with temperatures rising to 55 at 7 a.m. There might be a small chance of showers that morning, so make sure to bring an umbrella and wear a jacket. That's all for today's bus stop forecast. Now back to you guys.
So Gavin, tell me a little bit about what basketball fans can look forward to tonight.
Well, tonight the basketball team is going to be headed to Chelsea to take on the Hornets, and we've had a great season so far, coming off a rough couple seasons the past couple years, going, either winning 0 games or last year we won 1, and if we win tonight we'll be 6-1, so that's a big improvement.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to see how they are going to do this season compared to last year, and I just can't wait to see their games throughout the year.
Yeah, it's great, and even the basketball team is doing great, and so is the football team, as we said before, and the community's right behind them, just supporting them on as they head to state.
That's all for today's news.
Tune in on Tuesday for information on how you can sign up for upcoming ACT prep sessions.
And follow us on Twitter for updates on events happening at THS this week.
Have a great day.